Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be watching Interview with the Vampire season 2 episode 2, and I'm so excited we made it to Paris. Very excited for all of our Paris adventures. Also, it occurred to me that hey, Lestat do be French, so maybe we could run into him in France as well. I would love to see him in real life. So you guys told me that it was definitely just like hallucinations that we saw Lestat in the previous episode. Lestat unfortunately can just, project his image into Louis' head. So everything we saw in the previous episode was just what Louis thinks Lestat would do or say. So like the whole, ooh, I'm gonna kill you when I see you could be completely false. And like, again, I don't know if Lestat would ever kill Louis. I don't think there's anything Louis could do that would make Lestat fall out of love with him. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited to see real Lestat again. I really hope they run into each other in Paris. Like, I think that would be so cool. So yeah, I'm really curious to see when we're gonna see Lestat again. I'm also living for the drama between Daniel and Armand. It's so fun. I really love their dynamic. They're just so bitchy to each other and it's great, but I am a little nervous about Armand and what he wants to do with Daniel. He said something along the lines of like, we're gonna have to try and manipulate him to do something. Like, Daniel is clearly too good at his job and he's actually getting Louis to remember things, and that is not something Armand wants, which is suspicious as heck. So yeah, I'm curious to see what Armand wants to do with Daniel, what Daniel will find out. And also if we get to see what were in those pages that were ripped out of Claudia's journal. Apparently they had Armand's name on them. So yeah, very curious about that. I hope we get to see or read what happened. But yeah, if you guys are interested, you can watch the full unedited reaction to this up on my Patreon. The link is gonna be in the description down below. And let's just get into the episode. They changed the intro. Look at it. Now we're seeing Paris. That's so cool. I really, really love that. Do you know what it means to be loved by death? I don't want to. Not just yet, anyway. Oh no, I'm stressed immediately.
Paris. Hard to put it into words now. For what Paris means to me now is very different from what it meant to me then.
May I try?
Please.
Paris?
Please not. Armand really loves to just insert himself into Louis' memories.
Paris sucks.
But you proposed to your Alice in Paris.
And she divorced me in Staten Island. Paris sucks.
Paris is a universe all to herself,
Macarons are
hollowed
bullshit.
and fashioned
Cafe
by
culture
history.
is boring.
Paris was Nazi scar tissue at the time. It was healing, just as Claudia and I were healing.
It's custom and practice for traveling vampires to make themselves known to a local coven.
Gosh.
We didn't get that memo.
That's so cool.
De Gaulle's Paris had me etherized.
The whitest of lies, turning 77 this year. Do not leave Dubai until you've made him retract it.
If Claudia and I were looking over our shoulder at all, it was in astonishment. Our skin did not attract the same attention it did in America.
Right, because there wasn't any racism in mid-20th century France.
Oh, I
He
didn't
didn't say that.
I think your Algerian inferiors of the time might disagree.
But I wasn't an Algerian. I was an American.
Are you two going to finish each other's sentences for the whole session?
We've been together 77 years, Daniel.
47 more than he did with Lestat.
Should we let the math of that settle before continuing?
I don't know, Armand is so weird. I feel like even now he's jealous of Lestat, maybe.
Theatre called Théâtre des Vampires, a company that had been in existence for 150 years. 77.
Oh, they're so cute.
The male hunted to please her, the girl suffered philosophical conversation to please him. The American vampires appeared to be as dull and plain as their tourists and soldiers were.
Rude.
Very much so.
I liked taking photographs. It took my mind off things.
Took your mind off of Lestat?
Who are you, Louis?
I'm your brother.
Who are you outside of me?
You know what? That's a great question.
I'm the reticent vampire of the night Arrondissement. I walk the night capturing disappointment and regret as only the reticent vampire can.
I mean, I'm glad he has a hobby now, so he has something outside of Claudia and Lestat, but still, he needs to find himself even more.
If there was no me and there was no him, who would you be? What do you
Yes,
want?
Claudia, yes, asking the important questions.
She had a point.
Yes?
Paris sucks.
That's not the point she was making.
Sure it is. She's miserable, but she doesn't want to fuck with your two delusional left bank dilettante vibes.
She wasn't telling me something I didn't know about myself. She was giving me permission.
What was the shot of Armand?
Louis needs Paris.
It's 1985. You and Alice were at a brasserie talking past each other.
I suppose I'm afraid my joylessness will take away his happiness, and maybe I don't want his feelings to depend on mine anymore. Maybe I want to be joyfully joyless. A forever switch of wild opposites at play.
Yeah, she definitely has some points.
Mademoiselle.
Is she into her? Oh, gross. Oh, why would you go in? But yeah, is she into her or is she trying to eat her?
The dress for my body. And I'll need some gloves. I'm thinking white.
Real Rashid, just in time for the big meet cute. What weirdness have you brought us today?
The Paris albums, 1946.
Oh, look at Daniel, he's shaking.
And some we simply drained for sport. Well, generally me. Louis has his ways.
Lovely. Okay, so he would have met Armand in the 50s, right? So Louis wasn't along for very long.
We're better to explore who you are to find the right kind of love than in a public park.
I had lost patience.
I love Daniel so much.
I was convinced we were being toyed with and I could hold back the coven only so long.
Oh, so this is how he meets Armand.
I knew the park well myself. Knew what went on in the rambles there, and so
Oh, so he wasn't alone at all.
I would confront the elder and make him aware of the ways rogue vampires were dealt with in Paris.
You have sex with them?
He was alarmingly handsome in the muted lamplight.
I thought he was going to kill me.
He's like, I was, but you're too hot to kill.
What were the first words of the ancient vampire to the future love of his life?
I will... Please.
No. Please.
They're too cute. Like, I don't trust this whatsoever.
I will not harm you.
And I never have.
Yeah? Really? We're sure? I'm a little doubtful.
And bring the petite beauty with you.
Oh, we're gonna socialize with some vampires. I'm so excited to hear Claudia's reaction to this. Because this is what she wanted, right? Like, Armand is one of the older vampires. So I wonder if she'll be excited to meet him or not. Like, I don't know, this is so interesting. I didn't realize they met so soon, in a sense.
I found some. Well, they found me, found us.
Give me that. Let me see.
Oh, she is excited. God, I hope this is gonna go well.
Welcome to the displacement of reason and the excretion of pathetic desire that masks a birth and a rebirth of what is considered...
The rope's limp. He's really flying.
Instead of mere human drama,
Oh, that's so cool. So he's also an ancient vampire.
the highest form of art in the lowest of ways.
Were they together before Louis stole Armand away from this guy?
Everything you're about to see is real.
God, what are we gonna see? Someone getting killed?
Remember that when you leave here tonight. You are all complicit,
In murder?
repugnant, and appalling! I love you for it, and I welcome you, even as you disgust me.
Oh, God, he's so creepy. The actor is doing a great job.
The plays were weird.
The plays were timeless, updated for the age and all from our 150-year repertoire.
They were weird and always ended in death.
Life is cruel, life is violent.
Claudia absolutely loved me.
Of course she would. She loves violence.
And it was the first time in Paris I had seen a smile or a laugh come out of her that wasn't for my benefit.
The only play that mattered was the last.
Why? What is that about? Louis is so bored.
Gears have stopped meshing.
Is this part of it?
She's disrupted the performance.
No.
What's happening?
De vampiers gaan ons allemaal vermoorden.
Oh, I think this might be real.
This is an English-only performance. Start again.
Are you kidding me?
true vampires. This is real.
Oh, they're not gonna believe her. Honestly, it's smart. Tell them the vampires are real, and then they will surely never believe it.
Suppose we were to let you go. Suppose the Reaper had a heart that could resist your Belgian beauty. Someone would have to take your place.
Is she gonna choose someone from the audience?
Your son.
I can't.
How about him?
She's like, yeah, I don't have an issue with that.
Whose flesh has run in every direction from his moustache. I want you to remember this.
Remember what?
The next time you're in the pew, you turn to your neighbor and say, peace be unto you. They'll give you up in a wink.
Did they just hypnotize him or something?
Not his time, Annika.
I don't like how much fun she's having.
Death awaits everyone, everywhere. Why not here?
Why not? Because she's still so young. I love that facial expressions.
Do you know what it means to be loved by death? No pain.
Oh no. This dude has some serious hypnotic abilities. Jesus. Oh god, I think yes, pain. A lot of pain actually. I fucking love her face, she's so funny. Bravo! Nice murder! Have fun! Oh, I think she's about to join their company. She's gonna become a little actress.
5 insolent months of nights, waiting for you to humble us with your appearance.
Sorry, they didn't know.
Was it worth the wait?
The Americans are here!
Huzzah!
Lukenbaum costumes.
Stunning work.
Samuel Barclay.
She's so sweet.
The orchestra.
Oh, nice drumming. Drums.
Thank you.
Tuan and Quang Pham. Projections, scenery, swing actor, father and son. They joined the coven on an eventful pre-century tour of the colonies.
Oh, his son looks...
Older than the father, yes. Quang here refused the dark gift until he could be on stage.
My son is rebellious.
Em Ti Ung Sa.
Mày đừng có bỡn cợt với cuộc sống.
English.
Father is an asshole.
Mày nói gì á?
Lending us our core acting company.
Claudia is the only American vampirist, so I say that's a yes.
And are all American vampires as alluring as you?
No, Louis was expelled for his beauty.
Oh, such a burden, beauty. Who's your maker?
My maker?
Eglay here does star charts for us all. Night you were given the gift, phase of the moon, name of the maker.
I don't really know.
You both have the...
Do you believe in astrology?
His name was Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh, we're going with a rapist. Nice.
Who's that handsome man on the wall up there?
With us in spirit, always. Our co-founder and the finest actor ever to walk our stage.
Is it fucking Lestat?
Lestat de Lioncourt.
Holy fucking shit, what?
Seen that coming. Did not see that one coming.
That's so cool, holy hell. No wonder they lied.
And one looked up at the painting and saw that Teresa's dead husband was Roberto. He had eloped with his enemy's widow. It's a telenovela. I mean, come on. Lestat's painting on the wall. Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, and that means you knew Lestat before he did.
Yes, Armand knew Lestat.
Wait a minute.
And yes, he was briefly with Lestat.
You both fucked Lestat.
100+ years apart.
They were not compatible.
He tasted like vermouth and annihilation.
Oh my god, this show is fucking crazy. It is a telenovela.
Lestat's appearance is important, just not in the way you think it is, Daniel.
I'm done thinking. Bring me the tequila and some popcorn. Let's flip to channel 300 something. It's a Univision night.
I saw his
So fucking sassy. I'm obsessed with Daniel.
What about stop?
He's 100 and something 1-year-old Peyton in a frame.
They got a fucking shrine to him. What if they find out we killed him?
One of us would have to tell them.
Or think it.
Well, I thought it the second I saw his face in the frame, but there they were, inviting us back 5 minutes later.
To kill us.
And right after that, I invaded their thoughts, and not one of them thought anything other than I want to lick these two. So we need to stay away from Estelle if we can. But they know nothing, and they're going to continue knowing nothing, because you're going to keep that loose head of yours tied. Because I want to go back, Louis.
Are you crazy?
What about the play? When they all pounced on that woman, drained her right in front of their dumb faces? Tell me you did not feel pride.
I did not feel pride.
Yes, you did.
He felt confusion and disgust.
Those Frenchies love being vampires, and they shamed us because we never felt that way, and we fucking should. I'm going back. I want more.
It's not safe.
What else is there to be scared of, other than your own lust?
You felt my lust?
Armand? Oh, yeah. Felt his, too. Now I know what two blood-fat cocks slapping hands feel like, so thank you for that. Take your people, picture.
The coven had lifted Claudia's spirits, but seeing Lestat's portrait put me on edge. I needed confirmation of his death. And then I remembered his frequent money wires came from a law firm with an address in the Marais, Roger and Associates. We were very close friends. We owned some real estate together, a townhouse on Royal Street in New Orleans. Maybe your records reflect that.
You know, just me and my best friend owning a house together. Nothing gay about it. We were just roommates.
I have no confirmation of his actual death and cannot declare him legally dead for years. But seeing as you are now here in Paris, and the fact that he has made no withdrawal from his account, it is confirmation enough for me to pass this box to you, as instructed in case of...
Okay, so we know Lestat isn't dead, but he also didn't come for his money either. So what is he doing? Where is he exactly? I'm so curious. Hey Lestat, how you doing, buddy? Read us the letter.
In the event that you are reading this, something dreadful has occurred, which is not my own death, rather the fact that we both now exist in two different worlds. Do not waste your life seeking revenge on the person or persons who did this. Do not give them the satisfaction of the hunt.
Jeez, poor Lestat.
You go carry on with your living. Know only this, mon cher. You are the only being I trust and whom I love, above and beyond myself. All my love belongs to you. You are its keeper.
God, this is a fun letter to read.
A veil will not forever separate our union, but it is a thin veil. And I'm always on the other side, face pressed up against your longing. Lestat de Lioncourt.
He was so in love with Louis.
Lestat, Lestat, Lestat. Love of my life, or is it more rebound of my life with you two?
It's a haunting memory Louis just shared with you. What a comfort. Your ability to continue pulling humor from his pain. Cathartic.
It's a joke. It's a joke. You serve it up.
Alice is in her third trimester. She steps in gum on the corner of Rue Palatine and Servandoni.
The old parlor trick.
She makes you scrape it off with a credit card.
It's not a credit card. I have no credit. It's a library
She's
card.
wearing that short purple dress. You worked so hard to get that table right in the corner so you could pull out the ring.
The ring.
Just at the right moment to surprise her.
Which I did.
And what did she say when you finally asked her to marry you?
What was that? What did he just do to him?
In middle school, you stole your dad's Playboy magazines, sold them at recess.
Danny, I'll ask for a third time.
What is Armand doing?
Louis, perhaps we should...
She said no.
Oh, why are you smiling at that? That's so sad.
She wanted to say yes, but she didn't trust you. You hadn't given her a reason to.
How would you know that?
Would you like to know what she thinks of you now? If she thinks of you now. We can do that.
Or we could simply return to the interview, if you're willing to ask your questions and then listen, which is your job.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for Daniel. He just wanted to make his little jokes, and they fucking fucked him up for it.
They invited us for a hunt.
Claudia had attended a month of performances, and the coven felt she had proven herself sincere.
I nodded off one night while Santiago was hamming it up. Apparently, that made me persona non grata with the leading man.
I mean, it's fair. It's very rude to fall asleep during a live production.
Oui, mais vous avez pas la permission, non? Santiago?
Oh.
Il ne nous faut pas d'autorisation.
Oh my god, he was so quick with that.
You coming?
I hit before the play. I'm gonna...
Oh, he's gonna make his move.
I understand you supplement your diet.
I feast human every other night. It's my way. You're not gonna...
I am now where I most want to be.
They're having such a cute little romantic scene, and in the back there you just see someone get absolutely murdered.
You carry yourself well.
Merci. I like how you withhold.
I don't know about that.
I love the juxtaposition of this scene. God, the poor people.
She is something, your Claudia. Particularly skilled at blocking her thoughts. You must work harder on that.
Does he know about Lestat already?
Because I do believe I felt some trepidation when the name Lestat was uttered.
Who?
My dear American friend. I don't know the particulars of your acquaintance with him. You can tell me when you're ready. But a few of the coven can be volatile and quite unforgiving when lied to.
Oh no.
You never visit Roger Habert and Associates again. That sort of inquiry can open all sorts of trouble.
As you suggest, Maître.
Wait, what? How does he know about that? And why is that an issue to him specifically?
It's different here. I love it. I never want to hunt alone again. I never want to leave.
Oh, I'm happy for her. But Louis is definitely not happy. Oh man, I really love this episode. I'm so excited to see how this story continues. That ending shot of Louis being so sad was really heartbreaking. Like, Claudia is finally with the people she wants to be. Like, she gets to be around other vampires who don't seem to be evil assholes, and she can hunt with them and feel like a family. Like, she's finally happy and among the people that she likes. And I'm really worried about this whole thing because Louis is definitely not dead. So will they part ways here? Like, maybe Louis and Armand will just leave, like they go away together, or will they be chased away? Like, I don't know. Armand's little warning to Louis about him having to have to shut his mind off whenever he hears the word Lestat, because he might, think of the things that happened and the other vampires would kill them. I'm a little worried that will happen. At some point, they figure out who Claudia and Louis truly are, or like who they are to Lestat, and that they killed him. So yeah, I'm a little nervous of how this is gonna, work out, because everything seems to be too happy at the moment, and I simply don't trust that. The plot really does thicken though, because it did seem like that they just met Armand for the first time. I mean, of course, that could be a lie that Louis and Armand are telling Daniel, but the way everything played out, it seemed like they haven't met Armand before. But then why is his name on the ripped out pages that happened during the Bruce attack? Like, why would his name be on those pages? What did Claudia write there? And why couldn't we see this episode? Like, Louis asked for the diary and I thought he was gonna get it this episode, but no. Hopefully next one, because I don't want to wait any longer, because I'm so curious to find out what the hell was written on the page. And like, why Armand's name would be there when it truly seems like they've just met now. I also loved everything Daniel this episode. He was so funny and just incredible. Like, I loved him. He was so sassy and all of his lines were just so good. But Louis having had enough, and the way he snapped back at him and kind of made him relive one of his most awful memories of his wife, I guess, ex-wife. They did end up getting married, but I guess maybe the first time he asked her, she said no, which is very interesting. But yeah, making poor Daniel relive that was messed up, and especially Louis' face when he was just smiling while he was doing that, like, okay, man, you really didn't like his little comments. Like, you actually just snapped back at him in quite an insane way. But then what the hell was Armand doing during this whole thing? Like, what was that about? The porn that Daniel sold in middle school? And like, how was he doing that? That was so weird, right? Yeah, I'm curious what that actually was and like what is Armand trying to do. And yeah, the scene where Louis was reading Lestat's letter was so heartbreaking. Just like hearing how much Lestat loved Louis. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I know that their relationship was extremely toxic. Lestat is not a good guy. But still, their chemistry is insane and I love them together. Okay, like I acknowledge it. Like it's not a good relationship. But you cannot deny the fact that Lestat does love Louis, even if that love isn't perfect and it's a little bit toxic and manipulative. Still, he loves him. And just the fact that he was like, hey, please live your life. Don't consume yourself with vengeance. You don't have to find the people who killed me or who got us separated. It's all okay. Just be happy because I'll always love you and you're the only person I trust. And it's just like, yeah, right. He's the one who killed you, or at least tried to kill you. How insane. Oh man, that letter got me in the feels. Like that was a really heartbreaking scene. And clearly Louis is probably regretting killing Lestat. So it's a great thing he's not dead. I'm still really waiting just to see him because I miss him so much. Like I really love that actor. I think his name is Sam Reid, possibly, not sure, but yeah, I think he's great in this role and I really like his performance and I would love to see more of it. So yeah, I'm so curious if Lestat's gonna come back. I mean, I feel like we have an even better chance of seeing him now that we know that Lestat used to be a part of the theater of vampires. Like, how cool was that scene? I was not expecting that. Like me and Daniel, yeah, we're on the same page. I was like, I should have seen this coming, but I didn't see it coming. So yeah, I just feel like there's a chance that maybe Lestat will come back. Like maybe that's how the whole thing, this nice little moment Claudia and Louis are having is gonna fall apart, is by Lestat coming here and then blowing it all to hell for them. But then what happens next? I'm still so curious. Like, okay, this is the moment where Louis and Armand met, which is so crazy. I thought it was like a little bit later down the line, but like, yeah, this makes sense. This was 77 years ago. But in my head, I was just not doing the math correctly. So yeah, I can't believe like this is when they've met and this is the moment where they kind of get together and they've been together ever since. So like, what is going on with Lestat? Where is he? Did they kill him? What happened to him? I'm so curious and so excited to find out the answer to that. Also, I really do love the new Claudia. I think this episode, she really got to like flex her acting muscles. I feel like in episode 1, it was just a bit kind of a not a wooden performance, but just like she had kind of one emotion throughout the whole episode, but that was what was happening. Like she wasn't doing bad acting wise, it was just what was going on. But I really love that we got to see more sides to her where she got to be happy and sassy and just powerful and just go on this killing spree. Like I really do like her. It was fun to see her do more emotions instead of just, you know, being bummed out about life, which is fair. Like that is what was happening in episode 1. So yeah, I think I made my choice and I really like her and I'm very excited to see where her story will go because I'm so curious. Like again, where is she in present life? What is going to happen to her? What is happening? You know, that's all I'm curious about. Because in my head, I thought Louis met Armand after he was done with Claudia and Lestat. Like I don't know what happened, but I don't know why I thought that. By the way, like it's not like they said it, but in my head, I was just like, oh yeah, Armand is just like a newish boyfriend to Louis, even though they've been together for 77 years. I just never made the connection that Claudia would have known Armand at some point. So yeah, very curious to find out what's gonna happen to Claudia. I hope she's not gonna die. I'm a little worried because like, where is she? Hopefully she just decided to stay with the Theater of Vampires coven and just party ways with Louis, but I don't know, I'm worried. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, a huge shout out goes out to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thank you guys so much, you guys are the best. I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone